Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are live. We are ready to witness Gambit8 take on the Dark Knights in the NSPCL Team Cup's final round. These two teams go head to head, toe to toe, and face to face. Whoever comes out on top will be really happy. Because this match will be everything for these teams. The Gambit8 just need to grab a nice and simple victory. And depending on the outcome of the next match, they will be through to the finals. They just need to walk out with the dub here. That's all it takes. As for the Dark Knights, they need to absolutely decimate the Gambit8. They need to win by a simple margin. What is this margin, you wonder? Well, let me tell you all about it. The margin comes down to one number. And that number is the number. Hold on a minute. And that number is the number 13. The number of rebellion. The Dark Knights have to rebel against the force that's trying to force a decline, a period of unnecessary decline for this squad. And now the games have begun. Here we are. So we're gonna watch So Damn Dead probably take on Ninja SWAT or Nova in the first game. Here we go. What have they played? Which opening? We're already at the 9th move. The Birds opening. Dutch variation. My friend has played the Birds opening against me. It has never ended well for me, unfortunately. Okay, so F4. The queen is eyeing F4. The black queen is eyeing F4. So Damn Dead's bishop will obviously be defending that. I don't see the exact plan here. Trying to get a 1000 to explain what's going on between a match between two 2000s. It's not a very reliable method. However, we have the evolve bar, and me and the evolve bar, I'm sure we've got this handled. Anyway, knight to b3 protects that c2 square. And somehow, did the knight capture a piece? What piece did the knight capture there? Was it a bishop? I see. Bishop trade for a knight. I'll take that on any day. I won't lie with you. Pawn to c3. It's good to be back. Okay, so now black has some kind of advantage which I don't quite comprehend, but black is ahead, and that's what ultimately matters, because that's what it ultimately comes down to. Exactly. Anyway, now bishop to c5, check. King to g2. I think Nova kind of has So Damn Dead's number in the initial stages of this match. The knight could even take on g4 and probably get away with it as well. Nova's in a very brilliant position here. And now he's weakened his position slightly. I would have taken on g4. Wait, hold on a minute. g4 has a pawn on h3. Never mind. It's very difficult to understand the perspective of the game from this side of the board when black's on the other side. This is probably why I lose lots of pieces for no reason and blunder. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so I think the key square here that black is targeting is now d3, because d3 is protected by a pawn. There's no pawn in the way of d3 for the knight, compared to when you compare that to b3. Exactly. So yeah, and that's where we go for the queen and bishop. What a fork! Of course, if you trade a bishop for a knight, it's an equal trading material. However, it still qualifies as a fork, in my opinion, considering that you do get the bishop, and there's no way it gets away from you. Anyway, black has an advantage, and it's gigantic. F4 would be check, but somehow Nova lost his advantage. I don't understand. Also, I've just realized that I'll be commentating on an arena for an entire hour. I'm in trouble today. I better conserve my energy, because there's another arena coming up after this. Anyway, so at the moment it's 0-0. The scoreline is it's pretty even so far. The question is, where will it go from here? Oh, Maton won. It's over. Sodom Dead has just suffered a defeat. A key one as well. The Dark Knights have the lead. Gambit8 will be wondering, do they really have what it takes to get the dub today? If only they had one more player, it would be even 4v4, but it's 4v3 today. They need to improve in how they're recruiting. But anyway, hold on a minute. Why won't you go to the next game? What's wrong with this thing? Oh, they stopped playing. They're waiting for their next opponents. Scipio and Vet. Wow. Vet has been climbing up the NSPCL rankings in recent times. I just need to update them very soon so that we can get a more clearer picture. But at the moment, it looks like Vet has got Scipio's number here. Okay, takes on A4. Oh boy. Okay, the bishop basically blocks the rook's path, but you know the fact that there's a king, he's gonna have this army of 4 pawns on the on white's king side, so it's just a problem for black. Let's be honest. And okay, maybe, but no, there's no way that does not happen. It cannot happen. It just cannot happen for Scipio out here. I think Vet is gonna strike back immediately for Gambit8, and they need him to. Otherwise, they're gonna start trailing too much. Check. It's going to come down to the wire, meaning that Guy Lorenz match against Sodom also come down to the wire. Sodom wins. Captain Sodom gets the job done. Sodom that is the one who suffered a defeat in the initial stages, and then Scipio is flagged, has his time flagged down to 0 by Vet. Vet grabs the 2 points for Gambit8, and it's pretty even between the two after the first 7 minutes. And now Sodom Dead takes on Scipio. What does Scipio have now in his bag? Sodom Dead started off poorly, but then he got a win right after. I think he basically had a 10-second match with Manvik, Kapo or Entity, Base Panda. So yeah, it speaks for itself. Anyway, moving on. E4. I mean, can you just do a pawn push there? Nope. Scipio puts his other pawn to E5. Pawn tension all over the place, and there's tension between the rook and the pawn, and the rook and hold on a minute, the bishop and the knight on the F3 G4 diagonal. And well, that's probably the smallest diagonal I've ever described in my life. I think E4 will probably take on F6. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't see why you shouldn't do it. I mean, there's gonna be a knight who shows up again on F6, but I mean, why not? Why not? Okay. Now we've gotten to the point where we have a rook on F1, a pawn on F4, bishop takes on F4, the queen has been targeted, the other bishop lands on D6. There's now tension between the bishops. White will probably take. I'm speaking from the perspective of my playing level. However, white does not take and loses the advantage slightly, according to Stockfish. Rook taking on E1, then rook on F1 takes on E1 if white does nothing. this probably buys more time for black to think of something. And it also means that white will experience some kind of problem which I cannot fathom right now. No, black throws away the advantage instead. Okay, black has the advantage again. Where is this advantage? How does white nail it? Check. Advantage is still alive. Finally, Scipio is holding on to his lead, but I think 1.6 is relatively, how do I put this? Is relatively insignificant at the moment. I think when it gets to 3, we'll be now talking. That's for sure. If it will get to 3, he needs it to get to 3. Scipio said he was going to try his best for his team. I think so far it hasn't gone the way he would have wanted to, but he's still here and he's going to be fighting, and ultimately that's what matters. A rook versus wait a minute, a knight versus a bishop in a game which will likely end up being open, but is currently closed. I'd give black the advantage. It's no guarantee the game will become closed in the first place. Okay. The bishop was in trouble. White makes space so that the bishop can escape. The pawn is pushed to g6, prevents any rook ideas with g1, rook fg1, and in addition to that, the bishop targeting the h7 pawn. I think Scipio's got this. He just needs to keep it calm, keep it cool, and the victory will come. Alright, I got distracted. Scipio, come on, finish this guy. What are you waiting for? Alright, Scipio. Pawn takes. Oh boy. He let the pawn die. What choice did he have? Let's be honest. I probably would have done the same thing. But so damn dead has an advantage now. And it's just growing. Oh boy, this is bitter. This is painful to watch. So damn dead is going to win. There's no doubt in my mind. Check! Ah, man. It's mate in 8 now. Ah, he's just gonna take. He can just take, right? Oh, he can't. Oh, he won't. Oh! Ah! So damn dead. You could have just taken with your queen. But he wins on time. And the Gambit8 are back in business. No, not really. No, Nova is clearly dominating the field at the moment, and as a result, the Dark Knights are still ahead. Scipio, it's not the best of start to life for him. It clearly isn't. It's not working out at the moment. Anyway, now while it's Sodam Junior or Sodam is now taking on Ninja. Is now taking on Nova. All right, so Sodam X. Here we are. Against Nova / Ninja SWAT. I'm gonna refer them to that chess.com names now to make things simple for me. Okay, so queen to h5. Imagine losing like this, Senya Sodam. That wouldn't look good for you. It wouldn't look good on you as the captain at all. There's no doubt in my mind that you shouldn't lose like this. Thank you. Now, I'm so baller. I would have gone for rook takes on f5 anyway. Oh boy. And then when the pawn takes, I take with my queen so that I can still see mate. Although no, it wouldn't exist anymore because what do you call this? The king can escape through f7. Why wouldn't you take that bishop? No, I have serious questions. That happened too fast for... Oh, hold on a minute. Why wouldn't you take that bishop? Let me just see this. Oh, I see. There's a rook. Alright. Lately, I've been losing chess matches. So, yeah, it hasn't been going well so far in that area these days. Anyway, I think rook f4, queen h4, and then h7 takes, and then I think that's a clear plan. It works, but the problem is that there's a queen and a bishop lining up on the b7 to g2 diagonal, which means white is not going anywhere right now. Trust me. Wow, such tactical such tactical prowess from Sodam. He's held his nerve to this point, and it looks like the victory might just be around the corner if he continues to play at such a high level. He's also over 600 elo below his opponent, and that is something to really consider. Advantage Sodam! Here we are! It's still there. Take on f5. Yes, Sodam! Finish him! Finish him! It's still there! I can see it! I can see the vision. Come on! Here we are! Sodam! For the dub! It's made! Wait a minute. Wait. I realized I was cheating on the wrong player. Oh no. Sodam, what happened? This is so bad. This is so unfortunate. Oh, I must say, Sodam held his nerve, but that was such a quick collapse. I even the very thought of me thinking that it was Sodam playing white made me realize how huge of a moment that was. Man, how unfortunate. Anyway, the Dark Knights, they're on a rampage here, and they're not letting. But it's still tight. 2 points between the two teams. This is competitive. Sodam Dead and Nova. They're really going at it. They both have 9 points. The only difference between the two teams is the fact that Sodam still hasn't scored any points. Scipio doesn't really count in this equation because his team has 4 players. So it's still good for his team, and it will come down to that sometimes. Anyway, let's check out Vet and Guy Lauren. Our first match featuring Guy Lauren, actually, which we're looking at. So Guy Lauren, it looks like it's gonna be another draw, but I feel like one of them will still try to flag it. Do whatever it takes to get the dub, even if it's obvious it has to be a draw. Sometimes it's what has to be done, or they'll probably draw by repetition. All right. I think that was a safe sort of agreement they had on the board. Neither was willing to see if the other one could make a mistake. And also, there was a risk that they would also make a mistake if you think about it. So now we follow Vet, and now he takes on Manvik Kapoor, NTT, in the next match. What? Why? Oh. 14-12. Anyway. Bishop to d7. Castles. Bishop to e3 for white. f5. The bishop has been scouted. Check. The bishop responds with a move of its own. Alright. Rook to b8. Okay. Bishop to c6. Rook hits back at the bishop. Bishop returns to e3. Was it even there in the first place? I wonder. Was it actually there? Let me check. Yes, it was. Now it goes to F. What? Oh, because of the queen. Alright. What can you do here? I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was looking for a way to also get the queen involved in there. But now, if white's bishops takes, you basically win a pawn and you trade bishops. And you have unite as well in that area. So it's oh, and the queen can now be targeted even better. You don't need to use your rook there. Unless black now involves their rook, but I think that's too much of a stretch. Vet is targeting one heck of a cheap shot, but it doesn't pay off. And now he is gonna have to fight entity with everything he has. Cause base panda, he's not gonna lose for his team like this. He's not gonna let them down just like that. He scored 2 points so far, and he's eager for more. And he's eager for more. We're 39 minutes down, and I am already exhausted. This is a lot, okay? Anyway, Jai has been guessing some of the moves that the players would play. 0 for 1 so far. I believe he was 2 for 6 in the previous one. So he's doing well in that regard. But I am so exhausted. I need to sleep. Rook takes on c6. Rook goes back to e2. At the moment, queen takes on. Queen basically wins rook there. Yes. As a 900, such a move excites me. It's one of the best moves you ever play as a 900. When you get to capture a rook with a queen in the corner there, you only dream of such. To do such against significantly better players. But it looks like Manvik is consolidating his position. The Dark Knights, they might just be sending Arcadia to the finals at this rate. Because I don't think, you see, the Gambit8 are ahead. They now have 16 for 14. That's important. That is a vital one. So damn dead. I think he just beat Nova. That is an important victory. Very important. It was needed. And now it has come. The question is, where do we go from here? What do both teams have left in the tank? The problem is that, yes, I saw that coming. The pawn on f5 was just going to go. There was no way it was going to survive. And I think now for white, it's like playing you need to play a balancing act. Just push the pawn on the h square to h3 already. Thank you. Or the g1, whatever it takes, because you don't want to end up losing with a bank rank mate when you're dominating the game for so long. It's unacceptable. You must avoid that situation. Oh boy, we're gonna be in for a check first at this point. I think Manvik might just be looking to flag his opponent's time down to 0. Honestly speaking, I think here, I thought king to c3 was gonna be the best move, but that one still works. It really works, by the way. But now you've got to play king to. Oh my goodness, dude, what are you doing? Just play king to c3 already. Nah. Look at that. You're losing time. And now you could have drawn by repetition there if you're 900, but you're probably more competent than that. Come on, man. What are you doing? That's gonna just be a check for white. Come on, vet. You're supposed to play d2 check. Oh my goodness, it's over. Ah, vet, no, why? Take! 1 second, it's over! Just like that! Who won? Base Panda wins. And Base Panda gets another 2 points for the Dark Knights. And now the Dark Knights are back in the lead. This match is competitive. I think the Dark Knights have been revitalized with the addition of Nova. This is actually Nova's third team in his NSPCL career. Man is playing around the world. Anyway, wow, that's amazing. It is 18-16 and we're 25 minutes in. I think this is gonna be the story of the match. The only player to not yet score a point is so dumb. But I think in the second half of the match, he'll be there. He'll be there. I see the advantages of making these matches 30 minutes. I am quite a little bit tired right now. And you know what? Should I be leaking more team chats? As they say I do. I think if I made this point, I would be leaking team chats. So I will keep I'll keep quiet about this one. But I feel like it provides more feedback. It gives everyone the scoop. But anyway, we move on. What sometimes makes sport interesting. But it's fine. I feel like sometimes the players should just suck up what the media says. Honestly speaking. But it is alright. I'm looking for my shoes here. Let me change game now. Let's watch Guy Loren. We don't get to really follow a game with him. Alright, so Guy Loren against So Damn Dead. Yeah, he's a dead man. Oh, Guy Loren back in the game. So Damn Dead messed up somewhere. Take with the rook. Guy Loren. Why is he taking time? Right. Check. I just play the check, man. Guy Loren. Oh my goodness. He's going for a draw. Okay. I mean, it's a draw either way. What am I thinking? Check. Oh. Why? Why is that move the good one? Why is it the best move? I wonder. Check again. Is the king trapped? Can Guy Loren force a mistake? Oh boy. Bring the king. Yes. What? That close? Oh. Hits back with... No. Rook to a5 doesn't work because there's a pawn there. Trade. Weak trade. It's a weak trade. Because white now wins on h7. What a long-term plan. Take. Guy Loren, throw everything you have at him. It comes down to this. And when it's all said and done, Guy Loren is losing this. I think he's losing this. Look at his time. He wasted too much time earlier for me, to be honest. Oof. Oh, yeah. It's over. He's lost on time. So Damn Dead wins. He clutches. And as a result, Gambit8 hits back and is 23-20. Now So Damn Dead takes on Scipio for the second time. Round 2. What does Scipio have this time? What punch does he have to throw at So Damn Dead? As we are now about to reach the halfway point of this match. Pawn to c5. Will they trade? Probably. Let me close my curtains. Alright, here we are. Bishop to d2. Scipio and so damn dead. Hold on a minute. Okay, if the bishop is okay, the bishop is not really eyeing g2. It's just there. It's development. It's just development. I think you keep your pawn on h5 there, because if you push it in the pawn on g7 just has the option of going to g6. That's why I normally mess it up there. So I think you just hold it there, and hopefully your opponent will make an error somewhere later on in the game. You just hold it there. Nice. You just tuck in there, pretty much. Solid defense. I wonder what white is now conjuring up. Okay. Do you go for the trade here? Let's count. Yeah, you have to go for it. Your king will be forced to move to the right. Oh, lovely. Lovely. But for how long will it be lovely? Check.
5 minutes.
For what?
It should be lovely. Actually, 60 seconds.
Check. I mean, when you look at it, Southampton is still in a decent position. Scipio still has a lot to fight for here. It can still go either way.
Check.
Alright, we are back. What? Which window? That's not my job. Anyway, was it not? Wasn't someone else supposed to do that? I was just told to disconnect it. The pawn is lost. Yeah, Scipio's in trouble here. He's in real trouble. But what's his plan? Oh, okay. Alright. 42 seconds. Oh boy. G4. Yeah, he's done. He's not going to be able to handle all of them. He can't. It's impossible. You see that? That allows E3. Each time so damn dead's position weakens, it strengthens a little bit when the next move happens. Rook trade. Scipio has a shot at drawing it, but he's pressed for time. Oh, Scipio! What? Oh, I see it. It's done. What? Come on, Scipio. Ah, come on, man. Why? Ah, man. If Scipio, I think he goes for check there. I think he can actually win the match. I'm telling you. He goes for check on B4. He probably wins the match. And now he's drawing by repetition. Ah, guys, Scipio. I mean, if we understand from the perspective of the player, in that match, a draw, anyone will be happy with a draw there, to be honest, if you're in Scipio's shoes. But man, he had a chance there. He had a chance there. Yeah. What? I did Melissa's thing, man. Don't worry. Oh boy. Alright, I'm finally back. What's the score now? 30-23. Yeah, the Dark Knights. If the Gambit8 don't punch back soon, I think we all know who's going to win. They need one more real punch at it. Or actually two real punches. But we'll see what they have. Looks like Ovet is not gonna be the victor in this match. He's really struggling here. Yeah, the writing is just on the wall for Gambit8, isn't it? The Dark Knights have found a way. And it looks like that way has been effective. The Brotherhood just need to do what they can now. Yes. Ooh. 20 minutes left, and oh, wow, they 8. Subnifus joined. Oh, I see. Looks like he's here to give the Dark Knights more backup when they don't need it anymore. At this rate, they're winning. Come on, let's be honest. The game stopped being even by the like in the last 10 minutes. Something just changed. The Dark Knights finally managed to. I think we saw a first phase whereby the Dark Knights were literally leading, and then there was a second phase where the Gambit 8 really hit back. Then in the third phase, the Dark Knights take a real lead, and that might just be the story of the match, you know. Anyway, so Kylo Ren is throwing everything he has at it. Yeah, every match you see here, you just see Gambit 8 struggling, but they did get a win. Another 2 points there on the board. Maybe that's so damn dead. Maybe he gets a streak, and everything works out for them. Hopefully, but at this rate, I am so exhausted. It's easier to commentate on club matches. I won't lie to you. I'm going to go to rest there for a bit. Hopefully, I'll wake up in the last 10 minutes. Right, let me adjust that for the next match. It's still 9. Wait, 11 points. The gap is getting
Oh,
wider.
Buro,
Hello?
can you accept weak player? That's somebody who's in Arcadia for like a month, I mean a week, but he had to change account.
Can you what?
Had his real life name.
Wait, what's going. Wait, hold on.
Can you accept him into the NSPCL group? Cause the dude had to change his account.
Who is this?
He forgot the password.
Who is this?
Go to the NSPCL group,
Who
like the
who
main group.
who needs their account change?
What? You listen. You check your DMs.
Who's the player you're talking about?
So if you go to my Arcadia group, you see somebody called Mina, and he had to change account now because he forgot the password for the old one. So he joined with
Does
another account. I accepted to Arcadia, but I didn't accept him to the main group.
okay.
Can you do that?
Does the account have 50 games?
It has a lot of games, but he does not play on chat. He plays more on league chess. But he has a lot of games like many accounts. Yeah, yeah. Except this guy, the one who say this. Yeah, this guy. That's not his main account because the main account is like he forgot the password because he's young. He's literally like 14 or something. So he didn't remember the password. He's a kid. So
Understood.
I all right. I'll go back to him. Yeah.
Alright. I just tried to adjust the match and now we're here. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, my Wi-Fi is fighting me, so at this rate, I might just stop the recording. I'm tired. Oh wait, it's loading. Never mind. It has heart. Okay, now we're here. 10. 10. Alright. Maybe. Maybe they have a shot. Anyway, we're down to the last 9 minutes. The gap is 17. The Gambit8 are done. They are done. I think they're done. This is a devastating loss for them. You know what? I'm telling you, 24 hours ago, nobody would have fathomed the Dark Knights winning this. But I think they've just managed to pull it off. Wait a minute, they need to win by a margin of 13. What's the margin right now? It's 17. The Dark Knights. 17. 17 is the magic. 13 is the magic number. They have 17. They have 17. Oh boy. The Brotherhood better win, otherwise they might be in trouble. They will be in serious trouble. I'm telling you. The Brotherhood are going to be in serious trouble. So damn dead does win on time. The magic number. The Dark Knights are on the Dark Knights are on the magic number as we speak. Number 13. But what do they have now? Let's follow Sodom and see how he's doing up against Subniv. Subniv hasn't scored a point yet. He's come in, he's played one game, he took the L, but now will he go for the dub? Well, he's trying his best, but looks like Sodom is really fighting. Captain Sodom, he knows that as long as they avoid that magic number, they can stop the Dark Knights from progressing. Oh wow. Unfortunately, the first tiebreak condition is to beat your opponent, so it may not really come down that, but it will be an important factor, that's for sure. "15 seconds. Sodom's got this. There's no way he loses. It's over. I mean, Subnif could either resign or just play, I guess. It's not too bad to play. Bishop takes on b4. Sodom measured, calm and collected, whilst his opponent is crumbling to pieces in this moment. And that's all she wrote. The Dark Knights don't have the magic number anymore. It's 11 points. Gambit8 are packing a real punch towards the end. But will it be big enough of a punch? That's the main question. Sodom now has Skipper to contend with. Meanwhile, we know that Sodom Dead is playing against Nova again, and the game is already 2 minutes into that match. Then you have Vet against Galor, and is this the next point to be determined? Alright, let's go back to Sodom Dead and Nova then. C6. I think I'll bring back queen to h3 if I was right. Okay, I guess that works. Covers d1 in another way. Oh, that might be an error. Does Nova take? Yes, he does. And he has an opportunity now. Bishop takes a3. But it's not Nova with the pass pawn on the a file. I mean, it's Nova with the pass pawn on the a file. Oof. Advantage diminishes. Bishop to c2. Bishop to b4 and then rook to a1. Push pawn to the last file is not really going to work here because there's a queen and a rook on that last rank. The position is drawn again. Oh. This is getting a little ominous for Sodom Dead. Look at what Nova has there. Look at the pieces he has there. But Sodom Dead, what does he have to throw at the situation right now? Nova has a chance. But where is it? He has a real chance. I just can't see it. Alright. That works, for sure. does work. Yes. Queen escapes. I'm thinking, how can you get into that last rank? But I can't. I don't see. I don't see it yet. That's the thing. Anyway, I have to switch to the next match immediately after. So I am going to change my poster cards on the stream now. I mean on the recording. Let's see here. Image 3 has to be changed to. Well, let's not change it now. I can wait. I am patient. I will be patient. Besides, I'm so tired. Watching that other match would be a problem. Sodom Dead has defended all, and he has time. He has to use his time wisely. Sodom Dead, show him what you've got. I mean, you also have to avoid trying to make a mistake, but I'll probably play pawn to f5. I don't know. Naturally, that's what I would think to do. He's in trouble now. Oh boy. Take. Check. Move king. Yes. Alright. What does Nova have to do now? Check. Takes. Push pawn. He's gonna flag it. Flag it well, so damn dead. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's over now. Oh, it's done. Yeah. He couldn't flag it well enough, and as a result, Nova gets the dub. And he has a streak. 16! I think they've just met the magic number. They've hit it. The Dark Knights have done it. They have thrown everything. The Dark Knights said to themselves, for as long as there is a breath in their lungs, they're gonna fight this. And they've done it. And in fighting this, they've given themselves a real chance to progress. As long as the Brotherhood don't win, don't get a result against Arcadia, they'll have a chance. And the Dark Knights extend the advantage as Scipio gets a win over Sodom. 55-37, an 18-point gap. And now we turn to Vet and Nova, which will probably be the last match of the day. Whether it will be relevant when it comes to the total points either side to earn is another whole question. But it is the last game we will be exploring today. With 1 minute 6 seconds to go. They're playing fast because they know that this matters. Does Vet have a streak? I don't see one. But Nova has one. If Vet wins, it won't matter in the context of the magic number. If Nova wins, wow, that points difference for the Dark Knights who is going to matter a lot now. "30 seconds. They don't have enough time. I think it's even safe for Vet not to try to run down the clock and end up just losing. Just be measured, and I mean, there's no point. It's over. It's actually over. But Nova's throwing everything he has at it to the very last second. But it doesn't matter because it's over. 55-37 will be the result. The Dark Knights win. And congratulations to them. They have done it. The best player of the lobby will be Sodom Dead with 29 points. Nova got 19 points. Very solid one from him. Everything he did was absolutely key. Galaran is now playing Bullet, by the way. I guess that's what you do after such a victory. And yeah, notable mentions would be Based Panda and Scipio for the Dark Knights. They played very well towards the end, and without them, the Dark Knights wouldn't have really grabbed the lead that they did towards the end there. So Very good match. Sodam and Vet weren't able to contribute as much as they would have liked for their team. Probably why the gap was really large there. So it came down to that, and the battle amongst the intermediate players. When you consider 2,200 as the very heavy context, yeah, the battle of the 1,400s to 1,700s determined the course of this match. And then when it's all said and done, the Dark Knights win. Thank you.